Hey everyone. So, let's talk about something that's probably on your mind. We're going to challenge a really common belief about agile transformations. Because what if I told you it's not actually about getting better at Scrum or Kanban or any of those ceremonies? What if it's about something much bigger, like actually growing your company's revenue?
And this, right here, is the core idea for our entire conversation. For years, the focus has been on the rituals, right? The daily stand-ups, the retros, the sprint planning meetings. But the leaders who are truly making a difference, the ones who are moving the needle in a big way, they are obsessed with one thing and one thing only: improving the flow of value from an idea all the way to the customer. Does this slide feel a little too real? You know the feeling, your teams are just buried in meetings, deadlines are constantly slipping, and everyone feels incredibly busy. But when you look up at the end of the quarter, you're not seeing the results you expected. Well, those are just symptoms. The real root cause is that we've been trained to focus on the rituals of Agile, not the actual outcome, which should be a smooth, predictable flow of work getting done. Okay, so let's make that critical shift in thinking right now. It's time to move away from measuring busy work and start focusing on what really matters: genuine business impact. The real goal, the ultimate why behind any agile transformation, has to be revenue. And this is really the heart of it. You can have the most perfect, by-the-book ceremonies, but if value is stuck somewhere in your system, you're just not winning. Improving flow is all about finding and removing those bottlenecks. It's about creating a fast, efficient pipeline that delivers real value directly to your customers and, to their wallets. But of course, you can't improve what you can't see. And that's where flow metrics come into play. Think of them as the dashboard for your delivery engine. They give you a direct line of sight into the health of your value stream, letting you track speed, efficiency, and, so importantly, predictability. They turn those vague feelings of busyness into hard, actionable numbers. So how does this actually work? Well, we're going to look at a series of powerful levers you can pull, starting with lever number 1, accelerating your time to market. By focusing on flow, one team was able to absolutely slash their lead time. That's the total time from an idea to it being live, from a full 30 days down to just 8. I mean, think about that. That's a game changer. And here's the payoff. This is what connects the dots. That massive operational improvement wasn't just some internal pat on the back. It translated directly into an 11% increase in monthly revenue. Every single day you save in delivery is another day you're capturing market opportunities that your competitors are missing out on. All right, so that's the power of speed. Now let's dive into a few more levers you can use to tune the core engine of your business for maximum efficiency. This brings us to lever number 2, predictability. Just imagine trying to run a business where you can only trust about 20% of your delivery forecasts. It's absolute chaos, right? But by improving your flow, you can see predictability jump to 90% or even higher. That eliminates costly surprises, it protects your planned revenue, and it builds incredible trust with everyone in the company. Okay, get ready for lever number 3, because this one feels completely wrong at first. But I promise you, it's one of the most powerful ideas in getting things done. The fastest way to get more work completed is to start less work. It all starts right here, by strategically reducing the amount of work in progress, what we call WIP, by say 40%, you force your teams to focus. You get rid of that constant productivity-killing cost of switching between 10 different tasks. And what happens when you have that laser focused? You get a massive 70% reduction in cycle time. Things just fly through your system because they're not sitting around waiting for someone's attention. They have a clear path right to the finish line. Now, let that sink in for a second. Starting less work at one time results in shipping 3 times more work overall. You literally multiply your output, not by burning everyone out, but by working smarter. It's a total game changer. Lever number 4 shows us that quality isn't just a nice to have, it's a financial strategy. Think about it. Less rework means your best engineers are building new, valuable things instead of fixing old mistakes. Fewer fires to put out means lower operational costs. And of course, happier customers stick around longer, which is the absolute foundation of long-term profit. Okay, so we've totally optimized the engine room. Now let's pivot and look at the levers that help you stop just firefighting and actually start building the future of your business. And this brings us to level 5. When your teams are humming along and your delivery process is predictable, they just don't need as much micromanagement. This frees up your leaders from that constant operational grind, giving them a huge capacity boost, up to 60%, to focus on what they should be doing: strategy,
innovation, and growth.
So where does that newfound leadership time go? Right into lever number 6, portfolio alignment. You can finally move from a world of fragmented priorities, where everyone's running in different directions, to a single unified strategy. That focus alone can eliminate up to half of all unplanned work, making sure every ounce of effort is driving the maximum possible return on investment.
And now we bring it all together. You see, these levers don't just work in isolation. They combine to create this powerful, self-reinforcing system that we call the flow to revenue engine. This is that engine in action, our 7th lever, the virtuous cycle. It's so simple and so powerful. Faster cycle times mean you can do more frequent releases. More releases deliver value to your customers sooner, which improves their retention. And higher retention directly drives revenue growth. It's this beautiful feedback loop where operational excellence literally fuels financial success. And that leads us to our final and maybe the most powerful lever of all, using these metrics as predictive tools. You stop looking in the rearview mirror. Instead, your cycle time predicts your future ability to respond to the market. Your throughput becomes a forecast for your revenue potential. And things like WIP aging act as an early warning system for bottlenecks and risks. You're no longer just reacting, you're actually shaping the future. So, I'll leave you with this one question to take back to your teams. Your organization is busy, I have no doubt about that, but is it delivering value? By shifting your focus from rituals to flow, you can finally stop confusing activity with achievement and start building an engine that reliably turns all of your team's hard work into real, measurable revenue.